امروز اومدیم سراغه یک سری از فوتیجای واقعی که مردم از توی خونهشون یا یه سری اتفاقای واقعی که مردم توسط گوشی موبایلشون فیلم گرفتن رو با هم دیگه ببین. ممکنه یه سریشون واقعی باشن، ممکنه یه سریشون چرت و پرت باشن. پس قراره که ببینیم از نظر ما کدومشون واقعیه کدومشون الکیه. قراره حسابی بترسیم و قراره حسابی حال کنیم. درود میفرستم به تک کسایی که دارن این ویدیو رو تماشا میکنن. امیدوارم حالتون کلی خوب باشه. خیلی خوش اومد به این ویدیو زیبا و جذاب و جادو رو مطمئن قراره که با هم دیگه ببینیم بدون هیچ معطلی. میخوایم یه سری فیلم ببینیم، یه سری ویدیو ببینیم که مردم رکورد کردن، مردم با دوربین گوشیشون گرفتن یا ممکنه دوربین مداربسته چیزی باشه و واقعیه. پس این ویدیو رو لایک بکن، سابسکرایب کن، زنگوله رو بزن، بذار روی آل. اینستاگرام هم میاد این بالا، حتما فالو کن و به دوستت معرفی بکن. بدون معطلی بریم سریعتر سراغ این فیلم ویدیو و ببینیم که کدوم واقعیه و کدوم الکیه. Let's go.
It's late at night when a girl named Pershka records a video in her kitchen. The purpose of the video is to show an ice machine that she recently purchased, as there's something about it that creeps her out. The ice maker, according to her, makes a very strange noise during the late hours of the night. So one night, as the ice machine makes its unusual noise, Pershka heads over to the kitchen to record the sound. But as she records this video, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. What was supposed to be a short, random video turned out to be a terrifying clip that Pershka has recently taken down for unknown reasons. She didn't say why she took down the clip, but it seems that the video itself says it all. Have a look.
خب داره میگه که وسط شب و یه دختره یه دونه یخچال خریده، یه یخساز خریده که یخ درست میکنه و صدای عجیب غریبی توی نصف شب از خودش در میاره. میره که الان با گوشیش ازش فیلم بگیره. یه دونه فیلم گرفته ولی مثل اینکه پاک کرده فیلم رو، دستش خورده پاک شده یه همچین چیزی. ولی مثل اینکه این فوتیجی که میخوایم الان ببینیم همه چی رو قرار بهمون بگه. چی بود؟ من ندیدم آجی.
Like a scene out of a horror movie, Pershka walks into the kitchen and captures for just a split second the figure of a little girl. Even creepier is that whoever this was just disappears as soon as the lights turn on. It's for this reason that viewers believe she had taken down the clip, as otherwise it would continue to remind her of this disturbing incident. Whatever was captured has left her extremely unsettled. Even though this video was taken a few years ago, it is still unknown as to whether or not Pershka had captured something paranormal on camera.
وایستاده صورتش هم معلوم نبود. پشمام. اگه واقعی باشه چی؟ به نظرتون واقعی بود؟ به نظر من الکی بود. به نظرم الکی بود. چون نمیدونم. به نظرم چرت و فیک بود. به نظرم چرت و پرت. بریم بعدی.
In the early 2000s, there used to be an abandoned asylum in Massachusetts known as Danvers State Hospital. Before shutting down in 1992, the asylum had an estimate of 3,000 patients, all of whom were severely mentally ill and poorly treated. Nurses who used to work here recall seeing horrifying things that continue to haunt them to this day. From patients walking around in their own filth due to a lack of basic hygiene, to patients receiving forced lobotomies that would often leave them in a much worse state than before. Employees of the Danvers State Hospital are haunted by these terrible memories. However, aside from the past, the asylum is infamous for being extremely creepy. After shutting down in 1992, teens would come here after hearing rumors that the building was haunted. Although this next video wasn't taken by a trespassing teen, it was taken by a curious security guard whose job was to look after the historic building. But little did he know that he would capture something very strange while exploring the basement of the asylum. Take a look.
اوکی بذار توضیح بدم. یه دونه بیمارستان بوده توی نمیدونم سال چند 300 تا 400 تا مثلا اینکه مریض داشته توش و کسایی که از این پرستارایی که مراقبت میکردن از این مریضا مثل اینکه توسط یکی از این مریضا یا چند تا از مریضا متوجه نشن دقیقاً تسخیر میشن و یه سری اتفاقات بدی میفته و مثل اینکه همه مثل اینکه میمیرن. نمیدونم نفهمیدم این چه یعنی چه ضرر جانی داده ولی به هر حال هر اتفاقی که افتاده بود قرنطینه شده بود دیگه. کل بیمارستان قرنطینه شده بود. حالا یه نفر رفته توی بیمارستان قرنطینه فیلم گرفته. ببینیم که چی فیلم گرفته. حاجی اینا بعید نیست واقعی نباشه ها. واقعیه. احتمالش خیلی زیاده که واقعی باشه. چه جرأتی داشته یارو. یا خدا ترکیده بیمارستانه.
It's a bit hard to see at first, but as the night guard pans the
حالا منم
camera
یه
to the
چیزی
room
دیدم.
inside the basement,
یه
the
چیزی
shadowy
دیدم
figure
منم.
can be
دقیقاً
seen moving
می‌خواستم
slowly
بگم.
inside. The guard doesn't notice the figure until much later after rewatching the footage. Naturally, he was left shaken up after seeing what appears to be a slender-looking silhouette
Holy
walking further into the room as if trying to hide from him. Mind you, the basement of this building is completely inaccessible to outsiders, so there's no way that a trespasser could have been inside. It's no wonder that viewers believe something supernatural was captured. But of course, the question is begged. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
یارو چجوری اومده
Whether
تو؟
ghost or not, it remains a mystery as to what was captured.
خب ببین برگشت گفتش که انقدر خوب قرنطینه کردن و فلان کردن و اینا کسی نمیتونه وارد بشه، یعنی کسی نمیتونسته وارد اینجا بشه. حالا نمیدونم یا این مثل این که آدم عادی نبوده، کلیدی چیزی داشته، گاردی چیزی بوده، نگهبانی چیزی بوده که داشته فیلم میگرفته از مثلا اون اطراف واسه رئیس چیزیش بفرسته. ولی به نظر من فیکه، اینم فیکه حتی، چون وقتی داری میگی هیچکی نمیتونسته وارد بشه، پس اگه این گارد نباشه، نگهبان نباشه، پس اینم نمیتونه وارد بشه دیگه. بریم بعدی.
The following video was submitted to me by someone who has no idea where the video came from. Its original source is unknown, but despite its mysterious origins, the clip is
یه نفر این
sufficiently
فیلمو
creepy
فرستاده
on
که
its
معلوم
own.
نیست از کجا
The
اومده
video
فیلم.
seems to have come from a CCTV camera
خب
that was
ببین
placed in front of the
CCTV
driveway.
کامرا یعنی همون
Everything
دوربین
appears
مدار
to be
بسته،
normal
اینا
until you
واقعیه.
notice the two strangers that are standing outside the owner's home. They come into view as the owner beams them with the car headlights, presumably as an attempt to scare them off. This, however, doesn't work. They're still
اینجوری هم اینا
there,
ثابت
while eerily
وایستادن.
standing still. It is at this point,
ثابت
though,
وایستادن.
where things get really creepy. Watch.
اوکی میگه که این فیلمو یه نفر واسه من فرستاده ولی معلوم نیستش که از طرف کیه و کجاست اینجا و اصلا چیه. به هر حال هرچی از دوربین مدار بسته است و یه نفر اومده جلوی گیت، نمیدونم خونه است چیه، به هر حال جلوی گیت وایساده داره با ماشینش چراغ میزنه که اینا رو فراری بده، ولی نمیرن کنار و ثابت وایسادن. حالا ببینیم چی میشه. یا اول پس آها میگه برید اون ور، داره میگه برید اون ور. حاجی اینا واقعیه. این ناپدید شدن. هولی شیت. حاجی
In
این
utter
اینا واقعا.
disbelief, the property owner sees the two strangers disappear without a trace. Clearly, there had been two individuals standing outside, but somehow they vanish as soon as the lights are flashed again. Now, how exactly this happened is something viewers can't seem to explain, and with little info on this clip, the video becomes even more mysterious. If two strangers were seen on camera, then how is it possible that they suddenly disappeared?
این واقعیه. من میگم این واقعیه. پشمام.
In the following video, a man is woken up after hearing strange noises inside his apartment. The man lives alone, so he finds it alarming to hear what sounds like an intruder inside his home. He quickly grabs his phone and begins to record.
اوکی میگه که وسط شب این یارو از خواب میپره چون یه سری صدا میشنوه، سری گوشیشو برمیداره و فکر میکنه که مثلا دزدی مزاحمی چیزی اومده توی خونش. شروع میکنه فیلم گرفتن دیگه. داره صدا میاد.
Strangely, the sound of footsteps can be heard coming from above, as though someone is in the attic. Now, the man in this video is known as Nick Long,
یه نفر
and
تو
it
اتاق
wasn't
زیر
until the next
شیروانیه.
morning that he decided to leave from the safety of his room to investigate the attic space. He treads carefully as to avoid any physical confrontations.
اوکی صبح روز بعدش میره تو اتاق زیر شیروانی و ببینه که چه خبره. هولی.
As Nick looks around and checks every corner, he sees that no one is there. Not
Yes,
even
it
traces
is.
of a person, such as footprints, can be found anywhere.
حتی رد
This
پایی هم
was
نیست.
definitely strange. But Nick doesn't really think much of it, since plenty of other strange things have happened before inside his apartment. Though, it would be a few nights later when the strangest encounter happens. Nick is once again woken up by strange noises from his attic. Only this time, he decides to check it out as it happens. Needless to say, what's captured here is pretty spooky. Watch.
اوکی، داره میگه که طرف میره تو اتیک، میبینه هیچ خبری نیست و میره پایین و در میبنده. از اونجایی هم که کلا تو این خونه جدیدی که داره تنها توش زندگی میکنه اتفاقای عجیبی کلا افتاده، خیلی واسش مهم نیست. ولی دوباره همون شب دوباره اون صداها شروع میکنه به اتفاق افتادن و دیگه این دفعه میره سراغش، میره که ببینه واقعا چه خبره. با دوربینم میره، حالا ببینیم چی میشه. میگه در هی باز بسته میشد. این نمیتونه فیک باشه، این نمیتونه، این فیک نی، پشمو.
The door to the attic somehow opens on its own as soon as Nick approaches it. Feeling spooked, Nick is completely unsettled by this incident. It's now apparent that something strange is going on. But as if things keep getting more creepy, the following night, Nick is recording his dog when he captures this.
دوباره از سگش مکس فیلم گرفته. داداش خونه رو بفروش برو ناموسن. آجی سگی یه چیزی فهمیده، اشما یه چیزی حس کردن، قشنگ معلومه. باز صدا داره میاد، همینجور داره صدا میاد. داره یکی در میزنه، یکی داره راه میره. خوبه سگ داره.
His dog is sensing something that doesn't appear to be there.
بله داره
It's as
چیزی
though
حس
he
میکنه.
senses something dangerous. With all that's happened before, Nick believes that something isn't right with his apartment. He believes it might be haunted and thinks that the attic might have something to do with this. Whether ghost or not, he's deeply unsettled by these incidents. Despite living somewhere else now, he can't seem to forget the strange events that have happened there. So then, just what exactly was going on inside Nick's apartment? Like most videos, this one remains a mystery.
دمش گرم رفت میخواد بره یه جا دیگه زندگی کنه. باز حداقل یه عقل داره. دوباره دوربین مدار بسته.
Except that it came from this residential building where the little girl and her family reside. The video starts off with footage of the young girl playing by a staircase. Below the stairs is what appears to be a small room. The little girl can be seen staring at something inside the room, but nothing noticeable can be seen on footage. Or at least that's what the child's parents initially thought. It was only after watching this video multiple times that the parents were left horrified. Something was actually captured inside this room. Take a look.
حقیقتا واقعا نفهمیدم چی گفت، ولی مثل این که توی راپله این خونه یه دختر بچه هست که داره بازی میکنه همینجوری و دختر بچه به یه چیزی توی اون اتاق نگاه میکنه و حالا شروع میکنه فکر کنم در بستن و اینا. بعد به اون باباش میگن که هیچ چیزی نیست توی اون اتاق و فقط صرفا داره تظاهر میکنه دختر بچه، ولی مثل اینکه یه چیزی واقعا معلومه توی دوربین مدار بسته. داره به یه چیزی نگاه میکنه بعد درم میبنده. راپله خونه است فکر کنم. خونه خود این چیه؟ دسته؟ دستی چیزی هست.
It now becomes clear as to why the little girl seemed hesitant to go inside. A disembodied hand can be seen beckoning to the girl. It almost seems to come out of nowhere before disappearing into thin air. Even the cat who later joins the girl seems unsure about going inside. Whatever this might have been was concerning enough to make them wonder about space. This mysterious footage, like most videos, has yet to be solved. But until then, you be the judge on what was captured inside this room.
نمیدونم. فیک. به نظرم فیک.
On August 23rd of 2023, George Cruz and his wife had just finished making dinner and were heading towards the living room to eat their meal. The couple sit close to each other while watching their favorite TV program. As minutes pass, it appears that nothing strange is happening in this footage. But fast forward to just a few more seconds, and something happens that scares the living daylights out of the couple. Prior to this incident, George and his wife had been experiencing strange occurrences inside their house. Before having to document any of these occurrences, they would often wake up in the dead of night and hear faint whispering coming from somewhere inside the house. The creepiest of all is when the couple would see household items move on their own. Over time, the activity has become so intense that the couple has asked for help from those who specialize in the paranormal. It was recommended that they set up cameras around their home to capture evidence of the so-called paranormal activity, so the couple act accordingly. Weirdly enough, they were also told to get rid of a certain item inside their house. George and his wife own an old rocking chair, and apparently, this chair is the source behind all the activity. So the couple does exactly that by selling it. And surprisingly, a buyer has taken an interest in purchasing the chair. The couple holds onto the chair until the buyer comes over to pick it up sometime next week. But in the meantime, something very strange is captured on their cameras. No one is home when this is captured.
اوکی، چقدر جالب. یه زن و شوهرن که توی خونه دارن زندگی میکنن، خیلی عادی و خیلی شکیل و خیلی باحال. بعد یهو شروع میکنه یه سری اتفاقا افتادن تو خونهشون و برای پشمش کردن یه نفر رو میشنون، صدای صحبت میشنون، صدای عجیب غریب میاد. مرد تصمیم میگیره که گوشه کنارای خونه دوربین مدار بسته بذاره که با هم دیدیم. متوجه میشن که به خاطر این صندلی است که خریدن که بالای صندلی هم نوشته بود 666. حالا ویدیویی هم که الان میخوایم ببینیم زمانی رکورد شده که هیچکی خونه نبوده. حالا ببینیم چیه. داره تکون میخوره. هولی شیت. بعید نیست واقعا هیچ. این که واقعیه. این که 100 واقعیه. نمیتونه این دوربین مدار بسته کم پیش میاد فیک باشه. پارانورمال اکتیویتی و پنکه روشن شد اونور. پشمام. بود برو قرآن برید این گمشید خونه. گمشید برید این خونه. در بسته شد. درم بسته شد. الو حاجی وای. مثل اینکه صندلی رو هم گذاشتن تو سایت برای فروش و یه نفر واقعا میخواد بیاد بخره صندلی رو. آتیش بزنید صندلی کوفتی رو.
Eerily, the chair begins to rock back and forth before somehow other objects inside the house move on their own.
آره
Terrified by
حاجی.
what was captured, the couple is glad they had caught this. They can now show this video to those who've doubted their claims. However, this wouldn't be the only footage they'd be showing because as of recent, more activity has been caught on camera. Not long after this video, the following incident was captured. Take a look.
دوباره یه اتفاق دیگه میفته؟ موقعی که خونه ان اتفاق میفته. آها، دوربین زمانی تکون میخوره که فقط یه شیئی تکون بخوره و میره سریع میخواد فوکس کنه روی اون شیئی که تکون خورده. دوربین فقط تو این موقعیت تکون میخوره. الان تکون خورد اومد رو صندلیه.
Now, moments before an object falls down, the camera pans over to the shelf as though sensing movement in that area. What's weird about this though is that it sensed it before the DVD case had fallen on its own.
قبل اینکه اینا بیفتن، قبل اینکه این سیدیا بیفتن، دوربینه یه چیزی حس میکنه اونجا.
One could say that the camera picked up movement from the TV, but if that were so, then the camera would have already moved earlier.
نه به خاطر تلویزیون نه، این واقعیه. این 100 واقعیه.
It seems like this was a random occurrence,
Holy
unless it was
shit.
sensing something else. The couple continued to document these strange occurrences.
باز
and wait for
ادامه
someone to
میدن.
explain what's
وای
happening.
دهنتون
Ultimately,
سرویس.
their goal is to stop the activity. But until then, it seems they'll continue to share more footage of this unusual situation.
حاجی پشمام. برید گم شید این
In the
خونه.
following
صندلی
video,
آتیش
a
بزن.
man is alone at home when he realizes that the lights in his basement won't turn on. Feeling a bit scared, he walks down into the cellar with caution. According to him, it's not the darkness that scares him, but the basement itself. From time to time, noises such as footsteps or the sound of someone walking back and forth can be heard coming from inside. This often happens when no one else is at home. Now, the man had had this experience previously, but it was at his job. He works as a grave digger, and oftentimes, after placing a coffin inside a freshly dug grave, he would feel as though someone else was there with him. Although unable to explain this unusual sensation, it would be the following incident that leaves him extremely baffled. The man checks the basement to see why the lights aren't turning on, but he checks carefully because, as he states, he just heard the sound of footsteps walking about as though someone is down there. Be sure to pay close attention, as what was captured wasn't noticed until looking closely. This is what was caught.
اوکی، بذار از اول کاملا بهتون بگم. یک شخصی که شغلش اینه که قبر میکنه و تابوت میذاره توی قبر، شغلش اینه. مثل اینکه نمیدونم خونه خودش یا خونه اطراف همون قبرستونه است، نمیدونم کجاست اینجا، ولی کسی خونه نیست جز این مرده و از زیر زمین صدای راه رفتن میاد و میره با دوربین که چک کنه ببینه چیه. چیزی هم که کپچر شده و چیزی هم که ضبط شده، رکورد شده. الان قراره با هم ببینیم.
At the moment in the basement I swear
قسم میخورم که دارم یه نفرم میشنوم اینجا که داره راه میره.
exactly what it is.
نمیدونم دقیقا چیه.
But it's kind of creepy.
ولی کریپیه. عجیبه.
The room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange.
یه سری جاهای زیر زمین نور داره، یعنی برق داره، یه سری جاهای زیر زمین برق نداره.
What that noise was?
مگه میشه؟
I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so
میگم الان تنهام.
we'll see, I guess. Look out back.
Okay.
No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening.
Now it happens real fast, but in case you missed it, if you look closely as the man pans the camera to the bathroom, you can see what appears to be a strange shadow-like figure standing completely still inside the bathtub. It doesn't appear to be moving at all, as if who, or whatever this was, had been entirely stiff. Even creepier is that when the man returns to the bathroom, the figure is no longer there. Given its strange appearance and sudden disappearance, the man thinks that something supernatural was captured. But as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusions. Could it be that someone had broken in and quickly hid away from the man? Or might this be something completely different?
داشت میگفتش ممکنه یه نفر اومده باشه دزدی کنه و اینا، بعد تا دیگه نفر خونه است مثلا در رفته. نه، این فیک بود مطمئنم.
This next video was taken inside an old restaurant that is currently being renovated. The person recording this doesn't say where exactly this footage was taken, and for good reason. Aside from privacy, this place isn't safe to be in. It's not just the construction that makes it unsafe, but rather something else. For just an idea of why that is, the owners of the restaurant are deeply afraid of the strange things that have happened here. Now, the person recording this is someone who I featured in a previous video. They too have been experiencing strange happenings and believe that it won't stop unless they move out from home. Given their experience with this unusual phenomenon, they were invited to see this restaurant before it's completely demolished. Although expecting to see something unusual, nothing happens. That is, until much later when they head over to the back of the restaurant. What happens then is terrifying to say the least. This is what they caught.
اوکی، من نمیدونم دقیقاً اون تاپ که دیدیم داشتش تکون میخورد توی خونهشون بود یا تو همین رستوران بود، ولی مثل اینکه اینا میان یه رستورانی رو بازدید میکنن قبل از اینکه کاملا ساخته بشه و مثل اینکه داره با دوربین همینجوری واسه خودش فیلم میگیره و چیز میکنه و توی رستوران یه سری چیزای عجیب غریب میبینیم دیگه توی دوربین. نمیدونم دقیق متوجه نشدم که چیه و چه اتفاقی قراره بیفته و چه اتفاقی افتاده قبلا. حالا بریم ببینیم که چیه واقعا. میدوه. what the fuck.
Oh, it's cold right here.
اینجا سرده.
Hello?
صدا میشنون که شروع میکنه فیلم بگیره.
Definitely not going back there.
نمیرم اون پشت میگه.
It is really cold right here.
اینجا خیلی سرده. چرا فقط میگه اینجا سرده؟ اوه شیت. یه سایه.
No.
این چیه حاجی؟
I don't think it's happy we're here. I don't know, dude.
این میتونه فیک باشه، میتونه ادیت باشه. نه ادیت نیست.
A strange shadow can be seen peeking from a corner. The man, whose name is Win, doesn't notice it until much later, after feeling a sudden drop in temperature. The room suddenly becomes cold when out of nowhere, the small figure is seen by Win. Upon seeing this, he quickly hides away as if frightened by whatever this was. But as if things couldn't get any creepier, the mysterious shadow disappears. Feeling extremely unsettled, Win walks out as fast
ممکنه
as
ادیت هم
possible
باشه.
and ends up
50-50 هم
there.
واقعا.
If the reason for demolishing the restaurant is to get rid of whatever this was, then maybe it's best to completely relocate from this place. But until further info is given to clarify this incident, it seems that we won't know for sure as to who or even what was inside this restaurant.
آجی هشمام از اینجور فیلم ها، از اینجور ویدیوها قرار بیشتر اینا داشته باشیم توی چنل. واقعا خفنن، واقعا یه سری چون واقعی هن. چون اصلا داریم، ببینید تمام اتفاقات ماورا طبیعی وجود داره، واقعیت داره. ارواح که اصلا 100% واقعیت دارن. تسخیر شدن و نمیدونم جنگیری و اینا همش واقعیه 100%. درسته که الان خیلی کم ممکنه باشه و خیلی مثلا توی رسانه ها و اخبار و اینا راجبش صحبت نکنن، ولی هست. مثلا توی جای خلوت، توی جای متروکه، توی جای قرنطینه شده ممکنه واقعا یه سری از این ویدیو و همشون حتی واقعی باشن، ولی واقعا عجب ویدیوی باحالی بود، خیلی باحال بود. واقعا امیدوارم که استقبال بشه، بیشتر بذاریم از اینجور ویدیو. خیلی من حال کردم و پره، خیلی زیاده. امیدوارم که لذت کافی رو برده بوده باشید. دمتون گرم، مرسی که ویدیو رو تماشا کردید. یادتون نره که قبل از هر چیزی، قبل اینکه ویدیو رو ببندی و بری بگیری بخوابی، لایک و کامنت و ساب رو حتما انجام بده. این اینستاگرام میدی بالا، حتما فالو کن و به دوستان خود معرفی بکن. عاشقتونم و تا ویدیوهای بعدی بعد بهتون بگم که میبینمتون. فعلا پیس. تا ویدیوهای بعدی، فعلا خدا نگه دار شما.